This lady asked me in a very sincere manner, "What do hawks eat, anyway?" I answered in a less sincere manner, "I suppose they enjoy hawk food, food for hawk." "Yes," she insisted, "but what is hawk food?" Her follow-up question gave me an opportunity to express my views on hawks. They're really magnificent birds, and they're very efficient in their methods of acquiring food. There is a relationship between hawks and tall trees. From that perch they can easily survey their terrain, which gives them an advantage. It would seem that everything in nature suggests dependency, one thing depending on another for survival itself. "Yes, but what exactly is hawk food?" she asked again. Do you want to answer her? Unlike a romance novel, the daily drama in nature does not always have a happy ending. In nature there's a victor and a seeming victim. It is that dependency thing I mentioned earlier. Nor is nature always pleasant. Nature is what it is and what it has always been. We, mankind, have learned from nature, not from the mythical deity, as to how we should act towards each other. Some of us insist that we're better than animals and have adopted codes of ethics, though kind and gentle, are not always in keeping with nature's laws. The seeming cruel entity that exploits the weak, ignorant, and the poor, for example, is either exalted or condemned. When the exploiter is a business, for example, we're all made to believe that such a predator is to be admired. After all, business is business. When it is a poor person victimizing another poor person, the act itself is considered to be a crime. We have been trained to see and admire exploitation in different ways. In nature, symbiotic relationships can be very subtle, or it can be very in your face, so to speak. The relationship between the rain and the earth, the wind and the sun, the humidity and the temperature. We take these relationships for granted. Then there are the subtle relationships, insects and petals, for example. We as human beings, we need relationships. We need each other. We need to be touched and we need to be appreciated. We need to be loved and we need to love. As adults, we go into these human contracts knowing that we're no longer truly free once we enter into such agreements. In committed relationships, we know that our time is no longer our own. We know of the constant compromises and that monitoring is a part of that agreement. Our creative side as a human being takes a back seat to the mundane and to the unimportant. We become introverted since open and honest expressions are no longer permitted. The older folks who are better at it will tell you in plain English, it is better to hold your tongue and smile than to state your mind and argue. We accept these facts as being self-evident, yet we need relationships. Like the insects and the petals, it is what we get out of the relationships that outweigh the price we pay. Don't you just wish you understood these facts of life more clearly when you were younger? But then, think about this. Would it have made a difference